Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about effective elements of graphs. In particular, we're going to talk about bar graphs and pie graphs in this particular video. When you're making a graphic using data, you should keep this acronym in mind, A.C.C.E.N.T. Can you correctly perceive relationships about the data? Can you visually distinguish elements of the graph? Can you interpret the graph based on other graphs you've seen, or are you trying to deceive someone? Does the graph portray data in the simplest possible way? And this one's really important, the simplest possible way. You want a graph that is really easy to read in a very quick manner. Are all of the elements necessary? And are the data plotted in a well-defined way? So let's look at a few of these. So here we have a pie graph. This pie graph is awful. It breaks so many things that you should ever do with a pie graph. Can you correctly perceive relationships amongst the data? No, I have no idea what size these slices of pie are. And moreover, I can't really tell which color is which. Clarity, can you visually distinguish elements of the graph? Nope. Necessity, are all of the elements of the graph necessary? Boy, I don't know. I just can't tell from this. That's a horrible graph. Alright, now this one. Don't even get me started. Seriously, we got a pie graph here that adds up to 60 plus 63, that's 123, plus 70, well, wait a minute, that's a way over 100%. Seriously, Fox News, you're killing me. Other things that they're doing wrong in this, they've tilted the graph back so that the area here actually looks like it's bigger than the area here. Maybe they even tried to make these equal thirds, but they're not equal. There's so many things wrong here. Are they plotted in a well-defined way? Not a chance. Does the graph display data in the simplest possible way? Not a chance. Is this consistent with other graphs you've seen and basic common sense? Not a chance. And now, here's two more, just because, really? Okay, this one. We have a poll here that ended up 87-13, but the pie graph shows 50-50. Come on. This one, just don't be that guy. This is just horrible. All right, now another one. Let's go to bar graphs. This particular bar graph, again, thanks to our friends at Fox News, does all sorts of things incorrectly. Can you correctly perceive the relationships among the data? Well, if you look carefully here, your eyes are drawn towards the area of the bars, not the numbers. So if I take about 2 to 2.5 of these bars from 2013, I make up that one. So it looks like from 2012 to 2013, the number doubled, almost tripled. But wait a minute, that's not even remotely what happened. That's because they took 0 out of the picture. So can you interpret the graph based on other graphs you've seen? No, because 0 is normally there. Does it portray data in the simplest possible way? No. Are the elements necessary? Boy, I can't tell. Are the data plotted in a well-defined and truthful way? And I think this is probably the biggest thing that they did wrong here. So here's another one. These 3D bar graphs are so overused and so horrible. This one's really bad in particular because there's bars that are hiding back here. You can't tell where they are. There's another sneaky little one in there, another one here. And am I supposed to be reading the fronts of these bars, the volume of these bars, the backs? I just can't tell. Now, really, these pictographs that you created way back when, second, third grade, these are off limits. This is not a good way to show data. Are we looking at the heights of the clowns, the widths of the clowns, the perceived volume or area of the clowns? I have no idea. These 3D bar graphs over here, am I looking at the front or the backs of these bars? Is this Atlantis bar at 20, at 40? Boy, I don't know. So if we look at Excel, and when you go to Insert, you've got all sorts of options here for making graphs. Really, okay, for the bar graphs, top left, clustered column, where you've got several categories that you're comparing, is probably okay if you do it right. And 100% stacked column. Same story, but when you put the columns to have the same height, you can actually do cross comparisons. Every other one of these should be considered off limits. Pie graphs, same basic story. If you absolutely must do a pie graph, which should be rarely, the top left one's probably okay. All of the rest of these are off limits. All right, I hope this has helped, and make some good graphs out there.